Morning, YouTube. How are you? It's Rochelle. I would like to address the rumor that Wendy Williams, the strange husband, has been trying to poison her. Based off of how she's been acting while with him, I could believe it because he's a very shady, trifling individual. And he wants to secure the bag because his side piece cannot work, or not cannot, she will not, and she ain't got the mental aptitude to work. She had all these ideas for a business, but all of them failed because she don't want to do it. She wants to sit on her dead ass and get her back blown the fuck out. That's all she wants to do. I'm eating a brownie. Not a laced brownie, but by the by. So yeah. Since Wendy filed for some of them divorce papers and kicked them out and off of everything, she seems a whole lot happier. Whole lot happier, whole lot healthier. Sorry, chocolate on my hands. And she seems like she's back to her normal old self. Now, do I believe that he's trying to kill her to get her insurance money? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. But her divorce finalization rests on whether or not he fathered Serena's baby, and word on the curb is he did. I can believe he did because at the end of the day, he's been fucking this girl had her for a side chick for at least 11 years, fucking her for probably 16. So, I can believe it. The only reason in the world Kevin married Wendy wasn't because he loved her, because he knew she was gonna blow up like she did, and he wanted a piece of the pie. That's it. Now, I've heard rumors that Beyonce seems like she might be a bit slow on the uptake. What could explain why you don't see her doing interviews or anything? Is that true? I really can't say. I don't know her personally, so I wouldn't know. But, getting back to the Wendy situation, Wendy girl, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but kudos to you for realizing what everybody and their brother's been saying off the rip. But this is a situation where Wendy had to come to the realization on her own that her husband, the man she married, ain't shit, ain't never been shit, ain't about shit, and ain't never gonna be shit. She had to realize this all by herself because it's one of those situations where you have a friend or a family member and you know damn well their significant other is toxic as hell. The more you tell them this, the more that person's determined to stay with the toxic, abusive individual. Now on to Britney Spears. She's had 2 serious mental breakdowns, the second of which caused her to be in a mental health facility, and her father's like, no, you don't need that, you don't need that. Well, maybe she doesn't need to be Britney Spears. What I mean by that is maybe fame is not for her. Some people can handle it, but not everyone can. Case in point, Amanda Bynes. She wanted to go back to acting. She did a photo shoot for Paper Magazine and relapsed. So, maybe, maybe it's time for Britney to take a step back and not be the pop sensation that she is. Maybe she needs to just bow out gracefully and just not be about that life anymore because she's been doing this for a very, very, very long time, and now it's starting to catch up with her and having a very negative impact on her life. So much so that back in 2007, her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, had to get complete custody of her 2 children because she had a mental breakdown to the point where she was attacking paparazzi with an umbrella, shaved her head to Steve Wilkos level bald. It was just a disaster. And it happened again. again not too long ago. She's in a mental health facility on lockdown for 30 days. Which, that to me would indicate that perhaps she cannot handle stress, which is true, not everybody can. And maybe being a celebrity is not necessarily meant for her. She may be meant for something totally different. And I can understand that because, fame is not for everybody. Some people like it and can deal with it. Some people get attached to it and just no, don't want it, like Frankie Muniz or Chris Humphries. They bow out gracefully and they ain't trying to be in the spotlight. Other people just do what they do for their art, like Adele, very low key. You don't see them out and about and acting ratchet. And other people think the Kardashian Jenner women will go above and beyond to stay in the spotlight and stay relevant. So, there's that. But what I will say is Britney, and I'm not shading her or anything like that or showing disrespect. She is a very talented, very beautiful woman. But she cannot be famous anymore. She's not built for that. Because, think about it, if you're consistently having a mental breakdown because of what you do, perhaps it's time to move to greener pastures. And also, I saw something on Steve Harvey where a woman's boss won't let her get pregnant. Well, first and foremost, that's discriminatory behavior because how can you stop someone from living their life? I mean, that's one thing if you do it on the clock and your personal life spills over into your professional life. That's one thing. But if you're still fully capable of doing your job, pregnant or not, that is not the company's business. It is, however, the company's business if they're paying for medical and insurance and that. Then, yeah, I could understand that. But to sit there and say, oh, you can only have X, Y, Z, you gotta just watch the show to understand what I'm saying. But that's unethical at best. And the boss's wife had the nerve, so this woman claims, and I can't prove or disprove, that she goes, are you sure you're not pregnant right now because you're a bit hormonal? Bitch, bye. What I would have done if I was in her shoes is record any and all interactions. Because then, if you have to go to court, you got clear, undeniable, irrefutable proof of what's going on. Because as of right now, just he says, her word versus the company owner word, and who's the court gonna believe? It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove in the court of law. She cannot prove that her boss did anything one way or the other. So the boss could turn around and flip the script and make her out to be crazy as hell, and then she loses her case. So without evidence, she ain't got a leg to stand on.